Hey everybody, it's Chris Creary here from business.chriscreary.com. Well, I'm here to talk to you about how we think about our business and our money, think about our economy, and think about how we're thinking. Because if we can change the way we're thinking, we can make better decisions. We can make better decisions, we can come out prosperous in the end. So in today's video, I'm going to talk about how businesses have pivoted as a result of this ongoing pandemic and how they have come out better as a result of their decisions that they made. I'm going to talk about three industries specifically, or three businesses specifically, and how that is benefiting them now and how it will benefit them in the future. So the first industry that I'm going to talk about is the commercial airline industry. Now we know that this industry was hit hard as a result of the pandemic because nobody's traveling, nobody's going on vacation. There's approximately 90% of commercial flights that were shut down, completely canceled. And we see a lot of airline companies, we probably hear about them in the news, how they're laying off employees and losing a lot of money. But what a lot of these airline companies are doing now, instead of flying planes with passengers, they're flying their planes with cargo, much needed cargo, specifically personal protective equipment and medical equipment around the world to countries who need that equipment to help fight the pandemic. They're not only moving medical equipment, they're also moving things like groceries quickly that need to go from one place to another and other important things. Therefore, right now, they're able to move cargo from one place to another across the world and not people because no one's traveling, and they're still able to make some money as they charge these companies who need to ship their cargo from one place to another, and they're using these airlines to do it. The next example that I'm going to go through are distilleries and breweries. Now, normally they are making beer at a time like this, but one of the things that these distilleries and breweries are doing right now is that they're creating hand sanitizer. There's been a shortage in supply of hand sanitizer because everybody is worried about spreading germs, and they're using hand sanitizer on their hands to stop the germs from being spread from one place to another. So there's a high demand for hand sanitizer, and as quickly as it goes on the shelves in the stores, it's gone. So there was a need for more hand sanitizers. One of the key ingredients for making beer is alcohol. And alcohol is also one of the key ingredients in hand sanitizers. So we see now these companies who previously were producing beer and other alcoholic beverages, now they're producing hand sanitizers in a time like this where there's a need for hand sanitizers. So you see companies like this can pivot and still make money even though other areas may have suffered. A brewery or a distillery, their main businesses that they probably support are the bars and the restaurants. When people go in to get something to eat, they probably want to drink. So obviously they would have seen decreased revenue as a result of the pandemics because nobody's going to bars right now. Bars have all been shut down. Nobody's drinking anything in the bars. So these breweries and distilleries made a shift in what they were producing, seeing that the key ingredient in hand sanitizer is alcohol, and that's something that they have abundance of. They are now producing hand sanitizer and they're still making some money for their business. Probably the margins are not as much as they would be if they were still producing beer, but they're still making money and they're helping everyone to fight COVID-19. And the last example that I'm going to talk about is vacuum cleaner companies. Now, you think, how can a vacuum cleaning company pivot during a time like this? Well, a lot of the technology that they use in their vacuum cleaners are similar to what's used for ventilators. We see one of the biggest problems as a result of this pandemic is when people are infected with this virus and they go into the hospital. If their condition gets worse, they will need a ventilator to help them breathe. And the reason why so many people are dying is because countries, hospitals, medical centers, they're running out of ventilators to put people on. And there's no ventilators to put people on, then they pass away, unfortunately. But companies that produce vacuum cleaners can now produce ventilators. So wherever there was a shortage in ventilators, now vacuum cleaning companies are using those same components that are made in vacuum cleaners. They're using those components to make ventilators to help in the shortage of ventilators in the hospitals and in the medical centers across the world. There's something that you can do. You can change something in your business. Think about it. What are you doing now that can change slightly and be a huge impact in the world at a time like this? And the people who you serve will be grateful for it. But that's all I have to say for this video. If it encouraged you, if it blessed you, make sure to subscribe. And I also started a 1-minute morning motivation where I give 1-minute motivational talks every single morning, and you can get that by clicking on the playlist right here. I'm going to do it for 30 days and you can get it and be encouraged every single day. So subscribe so that you can get all those videos and be encouraged to start your day strong and make something great happen. Be blessed and make something great happen, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace.